Imagine stepping outside to find the sky empty and the trees eerily quiet. No movement except the wind. 10 billion birds have disappeared overnight, taking with them not just their songs, but the invisible threads that hold our ecosystems together. What happens next is a story of change, on a scale we can barely imagine. Let's step into the Whatverse and find out what happens if all the birds die one fine day. Within the first decade, insect populations would explode. Birds eat hundreds of millions of insects each year. In their absence, locusts, caterpillars, and beetles would swarm fields unchecked, devastating crops. This would lead to global food shortages, skyrocketing pesticide use, and an ecological arms race between humans and bugs. Forests would begin to change too. Seeds that birds once dispersed would fall beneath the parent tree and rot. Some tree species would stop regenerating altogether. A century in, the changes deepen. Rodent populations, once prey for raptors, boom, spreading disease and damaging grain stores. Coral reefs suffer as seabird droppings, rich in nitrogen and phosphorus, no longer fertilize coastal waters. Islands where birds once controlled plant and insect life begin collapsing into ecological chaos. Plants dependent on avian pollination begin vanishing, and landscapes morph into ghostly versions of themselves, green but sterile. 1,000 years later, new species begin to adapt to fill vacant roles. Bats evolve into more diverse forms, some becoming day-feeding pollinators, others adapting to hunt swarms of insects. Mammals expand their ecological roles, and ecosystems slowly stabilize, but the loss of birds still echoes. The complexity of migration, song, and nesting remains unmatched. Forests are less diverse, skies are quieter, and the food web is simpler and more fragile. After 10 millennia, more dramatic evolutionary changes take root. Some gliding mammals may have evolved toward more efficient flight. Small reptiles might have begun to develop wing-like structures, similar to the earliest ancestors of birds. While true flight remains rare, nature is experimenting. These creatures are not birds, but evolution's slow attempt to reclaim the skies. After 1 million years, nature has reinvented flight. Bats may have evolved into large, beaked flyers. Gliding mammals or reptiles might now dominate the skies. They are not birds, but nature's next best attempt. New sounds echo across forests and oceans. Not songs, but something strange and new. The skies have changed, but the story of life goes on. A reminder that even in loss, nature finds a way to carry forward. If you found this intriguing, please like, share, and subscribe to the Whatverse for more fascinating scenarios.